How good is a team of players starting with the letter C? Let's find out. Continuing with our alphabet series where we're going through the entire alphabet and building an NHL team with each letter. And one of you suggested C, so we're going with C today. And surprisingly, everyone on this team is above 80 overall. We have Kyle Connor, Sidney Crosby, and Cole Caulfield on the first line. JT Compher, Sean Couturier, and Logan Couture on the second line. Lawson Cruz, Anthony Cirelli, and Dylan Cousins on the third line. And Jeff Carter, Charlie Coyle, and Blake Coleman on the fourth line. On D, our first line, pretty strong Thomas Chabot and John Carlson on the first line. Brandon Carlo, Jacob Chikrin on the second line, and Zdeno Chara and Ben Chiarot on the third line. Then in that, Jack Campbell at the starting position and Eric Comrie in the backup position. And as always, running 3 seasons to see how many Stanley Cups we can win. We're trying to determine the best letter in the NHL. Last video, I think, was our answer, though. The P team went absolutely off. I don't know how anyone's going to outperform them, but maybe the C team will surprise us. Year number 1, we make the playoffs with a 44-30-8 record, 96 points for third in our division. Also forgot to mention the fact you guys get to vote for the MVP of the letter. That way at the end we can form an ultimate letter super team. Kyle Connor, 40 goals, 44 assists for 84 points. Looks like he wants the MVP for the letter C, but this Crosby guy is also pretty good. 25 goals, 53 assists for 78 points. John Carlson on D, 72 points, and the closest to them in 4th place on the team for points was Couture with 48, then Carter 45, Caulfield 43, Couturier 42, Cirelli 42. He had 3 20-goal scorers, Connor with his 40, Crosby with his 25, Couture with 21. Jeff Carter was 1 away with 19, then Caulfield and Couturier dropped 17. And on defense, no one close to Carlson, 72 points, closest with Chikrin with 36, Chabot 33, Chiarot down to 17, Carlo with 15, and Chara hanging on with 9. On the bright side, Chara was +3 because Carlo was -8, and Chikrin even was -2. And in net, not the best performance from Campbell at all. 32 wins and 60 games played, 1 shutout, .899 save percentage, and a 2.93 goals against average. Then Comrie only winning 12 of 25 games played, but 2 shutouts, a .921 save percentage, and a 2.33 goals against average. So better stats overall. So playing less games obviously will affect that. And we must deal with the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Colorado Avalanche, in round number 1. First 3 games are not going to go our way completely, but we do win 2 out of the 3 back-to-back wins. Every game so far a 1-goal game, so a very tight series. We do take game 4 6-3. A big choke would have to happen for us to lose the series, which we start with a 2-0 loss. Game number 6, very important, and it is a W, 4-2 to move on to the second round. We're facing St. Louis. I will say I'm recording this an hour after the cover went out for NHL 23. I'm reading everyone's salty comments and laughing a lot because I don't know why people care that much about the cover. Regardless, we lose the first 2 games to St. Louis. 3-2 loss and a 6-4 loss, then a 7-3 win in game number 3 to give us a chance at greatness. And we do take game 4, so it's tied 2-2. Game 5, super important. It is sadly a loss. So we're 1 loss away from being eliminated. It does happen as well in game number 6. St. Louis drops us in the second round. On a serious note, though, A, why does it matter who's on the cover? And B, why is Zegras and Nurse being on the cover actually a bad thing? Hey, St. Louis went on to win the entire cup. At least we lost to the champions. It's all about marketing. Trevor Zegras, very young, very flashy, very marketable. Sarah Nurse, also all of those things. One of the biggest names in female hockey. The only other cover I could think of would have been Cale Makar, and let's be honest, they probably already decided who was going to be on the cover before the playoffs even started. Basically, I don't really feel like it mattered what happened there. I figured they already had their eyes on Zegras since the All-Star game. Anyway, with all that out of the way, Sidney Crosby in the playoffs led us with 14 points, 5 goals, 9 assists. Most goals goes to Connor with 7. He had 11 points. John Carlson on D, 4 goals, 6 assists for 10 points. We focus on D. Carlson almost had more than the entire D core. Entire D core, 11. Carlson 10, and as for goals, entire D-core 2, Carlson 4. Jack Campbell 6 wins in his 12 games played. Better stats in the regular season, but not by much. A .906 save percentage and a 2.88 goals against average. We played Comrie for 12 minutes, and he didn't let in a goal. Starting to think Eric Comrie's simming way better than Campbell. Anyway, we're done with year number 1. 37-39-6 record. No playoffs for us. Not even close, in fact. 15 points out. Sidney Crosby, 23 goals, 53 assists for 76 points, leading the team. 37 goals for Kyle Connor, 74 points. He's definitely our goal scorer. We're dropping to 55 points for second place is Anthony Cirelli. John Carlson in 4th this time. 52 points, 12 goals. Couture, 17 goals. Compher, 21. Cole Caulfield, 20. So we had more 20 goal scorers by exactly 1 this time, I believe. Yeah, offensively, Carlson is obviously our guy if we want to pick a defenseman. 52 points. He was a -6. Best plus minus going to Carlo and Sherratt this time around at 5. Everyone else was minus or 0. Shout out to Chara for not being minus in back-to-back zeros, though. I'm proud of him. And Campbell, once again, playing better, but not by much, and it doesn't matter because we didn't make the playoffs. And Comrie only won 7 of 23 games played, so I'm kind of glad we didn't start him for some reason. 903 save percentage, 2.94 goals against average. Campbell, 30 wins in 64 games played, 4 shutouts, 906 save percentage, and 2.83 goals against average. So not good. Pretty much translates to why we lost. I mean, we gotta see who won the cup, as always, to add to our tally that I'm totally not keeping track of. Anyway, the cup winner is Colorado. Okay. The boys came to play in their 3rd and final season. 53, 21, and 8 record, 114 points. First in the NHL. Crosby being on top of the team in points once again with 95. Connor being on top of the team with goals with 48. Crosby having 36. And we drop off significantly from 83 points to 61 for John Carlson, 3rd on the team. Couture, 56. Cirelli, 55. Couturier, 55. Caulfield, 51. Then we drop to the 40s with Carter, and then the 30s with Shabbat. And defensively, Carlson sweeping the rest of the team in points. 61, closest with Shabbat with 36. Chikrin, 35. Chara, 22. I like that. He wasn't last on the team this time. He even scored 9 goals. Everyone was plus in the plus minus. Highest was Carlson with 26, and the lowest was Sherratt with 6. You know, Ben Sherratt was supposed to be Cody Ceci, but I decided to be nice and put Sherratt in, even though he's 1 overall less, and he's not proving his worth to me, so he better step up in the playoffs. 39 wins in 63 games played for Campbell. 907 save percentage at 2.81 goals against average. 3 shutouts. Comrie, 14 wins in 23 games played, a 1 shutout, a 914 save percentage, and a 2.44 goals against average. So a way better year than last year for him. And we get a chance to get revenge against St. Louis, playing them in the first round. They knocked us out in year number 1. First 3 games, though, is not a good start. We're down 2-1. Game number 4, super important. It is a W, 5-1, which means we need a W here to have a chance, which we do end up getting. 2 chances to put out St. Louis. We can't choke them both. We do choke the first one, which means fancy sim. There's nothing that fancy about fancy sim. I just press the A button and we watch the periods instead of the whole game. First period, it is 2-0 us. That is what we like to see. They're playing Ville Husso instead of Binnington when they don't even own Husso anymore. I don't know why they have him. That might have been an oopsie on my part. Regardless, we're up 2-0. They only had 1 shot in the first period. Second period, Couture buries again. And the third period, they kind of come back, but not really. We win 4-1. We're moving on to the second round. And we're facing Colorado, who we beat in year 1. So let's just do it again and move on to the conference finals. That would be fantastic. A W, but an L in game number 3. Game number 4 would be a fantastic game to win, and we sure do get it done 6-4, which means we have 3 chances to put away Colorado, and we do it in the first try. Calgary Flames in the conference final. First 2 games, I guess, because I missed the third one. And it's 2 back-to-back L's. Not exactly what I had in mind. Winning game number 3, 7-5, gives us a chance to come back, and we do with a 2-1 win, so the series is tied. It's like all the other games didn't matter, and now it's a best-of-3 series. Game number 5 is a W. We have 2 chances to put away Calgary to move to the Stanley Cup Finals. We don't get it done in the first one, which means fancy sim, and I'm telling you right now, there's no way this is the updated Calgary roster, because I definitely didn't do that on this roster yet. So I'm apologizing now. So apologies for when Johnny Gaudreau and Kachuk make us go home. That's kind of my fault. We score first, though. Sidney Crosby on Markstrom, 1-0 after the first, 2-0 after the second. I am going to 8-time speed this one, but I mean, why though? Couture made it 3-0 right away at the start of the third. We're going to the Cup Finals unless we mega choke. They get a power play. They can't even bury. What am I apologizing for? They can't score with them anyway. We're fine. All they did once. Dubé on Campbell. 5 minutes remaining. 4-3. And it's 4-1. GG's. And it's very fitting that our final game, or I guess our final series, is against Toronto, my favorite team. The team that wins way more cups in NHL 22 sims than they ever will in real life. It's just a sad reality. I know. I live with it every day. Just do your real life thing. They're not doing it very good right now. They're up 2-1. But we do take game 3 at 3-0. It's fine. As long as we make it to game 7, we're winning. That's what matters. We don't win game 5, though. And by game 5, I mean game 4. 5-3 loss. Means we have to win game 5 or we're out. And we do get it done, 7-5. So if we win game 6, we're winning game 7. Season is on the line. Stanley Cup Finals. Give me the fancy sim. It's undefeated today. We're going to use it. I don't know who they have in it on this one. We're about to find out real fast. No score in the first period. They are outplaying us. Second period, bang, it's 2-1 Toronto. They are using Murray. Charlie Coyle scores. Austin Matthews and Mr. William Nylander score on Jack Campbell. I'm putting my controller down. Season is on the line. 15 minutes remaining. We need 1 goal to send it to overtime at least. And we're slowly but surely not doing it. And Mitch Marner with probably the dagger. And Toronto is going to win the Stanley Cup, which I mean is a saying I'd love to say in real life, but in this game right now, it's actually just making me sad. At least we had a good final season. Sadly, did not come out on top. Kyle Connor, 8 goals, 17 assists for 25 points to lead the team. 10 goals and 14 assists for Couture. 10 goals and 14 assists for Couturier. Both obviously 24 points. Crosby also 10 goals, but 13 assists for 23 points. 23 assists from John Carlson with no goals. Pretty dang impressive, honestly. 7 goals for Comfort. Cole Caulfield dropped 8 goals as well, so his name was up there a lot. Coleman, 6. Cruz, 5. Sorelli, 4. Carlson, 23. Shabbat, 11. Chikrin, 9. Carlo, 6. Chara, 4. And Sherratt, 1. Sherratt, why are you here? I should have put Cody Ceci, and I don't know what I was doing. Eric Comrie played for 30 minutes, saved 16 shots, didn't let in a goal. We honestly should have just used him. Not that Campbell had the worst stats ever, but not the best either. Anything above 3 goals against average isn't ideal. He did stay above 900, but barely 904 save percentage. 4 shutouts in his 14 wins. On the bright side, the C team will not be considered the worst team, but they're definitely not going to be considered the best team. Who do you think the C team MVP deserves to be? Let me know down below. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.